All right, so I wanted to make an update on this Lowry project. A week has gone by, and unfortunately, a lot of progress did not happen. Part of it was just kind of me figuring out what I need to do. The biggest problem was, well, as you can see, I'm trying to restore this hardwood floor. I mean, I accepted this challenge. Accepted as in made myself do it or thought it'd be awesome, it'd be, but didn't quite understand how much work there is that it would go into it. Had I known now, maybe I'm not sure. I would have just tear out the carpet and start putting down the, like LVP in this type of color, this beautiful color, and then it would have been. I probably could have been done by now with the floor, I guess. Yeah, I would have taken, even if it cost $3,000 for the LVP, for the material itself. I'll probably spend that just on random stuff and then do so much more work with this hardwood floor. Hopefully, I'm really hoping it's going to be worth it. I would feel so much exuberance and it brings so much happiness to know that I restored the floor here myself or with like a little bit of help. But there's a lot of curveballs here. Let me explain what. So first of all, this floor right here, it's red oak, and it's 2 inches wide and 3/8 deep. Now, a lot of this is kind of like plank something, like thin planks. Well, basically, I was looking forward to going to a hardware store or like a specialty hardwood floor store, and a nice old gentleman was going to take a look at my floor and advise me what aisle they have it on and just be really helpful and this and that. That wasn't the case. You're not going to get that much help with this vintage floor, unfortunately. A lot of those modern stores are in the business of selling new materials. And they have even if they have zero knowledge about this old school stuff, so that was just annoying. I mean, I went to a specialty hardwood floor store, and basically was just kind of dismissed right off the bat. The young guy there was like kind of, what did he say? He was like, yeah, we need to order it. You need it's a special type of flooring, old school stuff. We need to have it made at a lumber yard in Chicago. It would take 2 weeks, and it would be like $8 a square foot, and this and that. So luckily, I didn't go with that. But I had to call around lots of places. But even then, that's just that already that was kind of very mildly annoying. So I called around a bunch of places. I found a shop in Columbus, Ohio, that sells this floor, but they have to be shipped, and then there'll be shipping fees and all sorts of. So I kept calling around, and luckily there are wholesalers that sell this floor. Now, one thing is you have to be careful. You have to determine whether it's white oak or red oak. Well, it's actually pretty hard to determine that. And then there's actually stores have little testing kits where they put shavings off, and then it turns special color. So there's that. But then on top of that, a lot of people, even the sales guys or whoever's helping you, they do not want to be blamed for absolutely anything. Because I'm sure it happens all the time. Somebody gets the white oak, but it's red oak or wrong size or whatever. So they can't positively tell you if you get the right kind or wrong kind at all. They're just kind of like, well, whatever you think. Yeah. Do you want to buy this or not? Yeah, if you think it matches, yeah, you can buy it. And if it doesn't, I'm not gonna definitively say yes or no. That's another kind. I was relying on being this young guy, just amateur. We're having these like older guys just kind of mentor me through this, walk me through, coach me through. Nobody wants to take responsibility. So finally, I was able to find a distributor that said to carry this stuff. And luckily, I think it's red oak, and then that makes it cheaper. It's super expensive, like absurdly expensive. I paid, if it was white oak, it would have been $1,200 for 100 square feet. I bought 100 square feet of red oak, and it was $700. But another annoying part is, really annoying, is the distributors that carry it can't sell to the public, so you have to go through a flooring store, which is, you know, it's not great. It's annoying. I'd rather just go to the warehouse, pick up the stuff, but no, you have to go to this flooring store. The sales guy, they don't even know anything about this old school stuff. They have to call around, call you back, and all this rigmarole. And then they rung up my card. My card was not or they rung up the card wrong, so some transaction was declined. I spent a whole day trying to pick this stuff up, and I paid like $800, $700, $800. So here we are. I have a 100 square foot of this stuff, and it slots in some places fine, which I think maybe this floor was never, what do you call it, sanded down and refinished one time. But looks like over here it was done. Sorry for the echo, empty room. And you have this problem here with these floorboards are actually, it's hard to see. They're actually noticeably higher. So because this was sanded down before and worked over, these are noticeably higher. And I bought this radial sander. It didn't do anything. I guess I shouldn't have bought the cheapest one. It's like $60, but it doesn't do anything as far as take this elevation down. Now I thought I needed a table saw, and I bought a table saw, but actually to plane like a tiny like microscopic, like 1/8 of an inch off. But the table saw, it doesn't really do that very well. First of all, you have to take off that safety shroud, which is I really don't like at all, because it's kind of dangerous. But feeding this piece of wood through the table saw, let me do. Sorry, just knocked the earphones out of my ears. So feeding this through, it's because this piece of wood is not perfect. It chews it up. So I was able to plane it, and it kind of worked on some sides, but on other sides it was even worse than before. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to resort to just trying to sand that. That's probably what I should have done in the first place. Just sand it really well. I mean, this is good for an experiment, but I probably shouldn't even bothered because the floor was really scratched up here, so I decided to try to replace these planks. I don't think I'm going to do anything like that anymore. I might try to just fill it in and then sand it. I'm not going to just be randomly replacing planks because you can't really I can't perfectly replace them anyway, and they cause damage, so I have to just putty this in. And yeah, it's much easier just to repair than try to patch in. And I'm sure this is going to, even after I sand everything, this is probably a different type of, I mean, because the wood is just different age, it's going to look, you're going to see the patch, which might be okay. It might be, I'm going to go with a dark finish, but you might still see the difference. But I think maybe it's okay. Maybe it'll give the house a little character. And moving on here, so this is the biggest problem. Is in the previous video I showed that there was a just giant piece of wood. Somebody just cut into this floor, put this giant piece of wood here, and then put some putty on there and threw a carpet over top. I think they did it to run some electrical cables right here. And I was thinking, if I'm taking out this piece of wood, then I can run my own electric cable because I'm putting in a dishwasher over there. That's going to help. However, I can't figure out where exactly the hole is that leads down to the basement. Maybe if I open that, but then I just decided I'm just not gonna bother with that. I mean, that's gonna be too much. I don't want to keep creating more and more work for myself, which is crazy. This floor is already a handful, so I'm just gonna give up on that and just trying to patch in this floor. So I tore out this plank, and now I'm cutting these floorboards to start patching them in. Luckily this floor works really well as far as this This height is nice and slots right in. So I'm thinking this floor hasn't been sanded before or refinished. But this is a lot of work. It's probably going to take me a full day just to fix all this. Put another piece of wood here and just to patch this in, probably like a full day worth of work. Here, it's a little bit, some progress has been made. Some slight progress. I demoed the ugly, soggy, fake marble kitchen, the Home Depot countertop, which I hate. Oh, I hate that so much. It's so ugly, but you know, most rentals use them. And then I demoed the cabinet here to make room for a dishwasher. And funny enough, there's a hole here. That means there was a dishwasher and there's some electricity here. So there was a dishwasher here before. So I'm wondering why the landlord took it out. Did it break and the landlord was just like, screw it. I ain't gonna fix that. We'll just put a cabinet here. Or was it, this wire is not enough for the dishwasher to run. I just keep flipping the breakers. Or if somebody plugged in like a tea kettle or something and they just kept flipping the breakers or something and they decided they had enough of it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to demo the countertop. All this needs to be done here is just refinish these. I'm not gonna paint the countertop. I mean the cabinets. I'm just gonna stain them and restain them with a dark stain, make it look natural. Brand new butcher block. It's gonna look very nice. And this kitchen is so greasy and so nasty. It's hard to even just be in this area because I'm just standing on just pure grease. Yeah, what I just wash the floor, put a new butcher block here, put the old sink back here, hook it up, wash these walls, paint these walls, degrease this stove. So yeah, the little things are happening here and there. There's the bedroom. Part of the issue I think we're going to have is even when I'm trying to sand this floor, where I'm going to put all my stuff because everything here is basically hardwood. So when I try to pile everything into the kitchen here. All right, well there you go. Hopefully for my next update, there's going to be a lot more progress. Peace.